What's up guys, welcome to Las Vegas and CES 2023. Super excited finally to be here and very honored that Maybach invited us. So we are going to show you the best of CES 2023. Let's go! Being first time at the CES, I was surprised by the size of the exhibit. I thought it was just going to be one building where all the companies presenting their cool stuff. Instead, pretty much every casino, every hall that has an exhibit had exhibits all over the place. So you see hundreds of companies, and the whole city of Las Vegas pretty much hosted all of them around different places and different buildings. BMW and Google built their own buildings outside of the CES exhibit just to showcase their stuff. But enough of this, let me tell you my favorite pieces of tech in this exhibit. As a big fan of electric cars and owner of Tesla, I was very eager to see the new car from Sony and Honda. There are a lot of speculations about the name, and Honda and Sony decided to call this car a Fila. From the outside, the car does kind of look like a Honda Accord or Civic, but a lot more modern. From the inside, it just tech all over the place. There are literally two iPad-sized screens on the back of the seats, and the front dash is the whole dash is the screen. But it's not like the screen that Mercedes claimed to say that they have huge 65 display monitor or whatever up front. The screen that Sony Car will have, it feels like it's more intuitive, where the Mercedes car feels like it's an Android tablet and it's just a couple of screens built into this huge panel, but it's not just like one screen, where here the whole dashboard is the screen, which is really cool. And I'm hoping Sony will put out the best of the best tech, and you can probably, I have no doubt, will be able to play PlayStation games on it. You will be able to watch Netflix and YouTube just like Tesla has. I think it's going to be a very good collaboration, since Sony will provide the best tech into the car, where Honda, having the experience in the car market for a long time, will be able to provide the car side of things on a better level. So for example, where Tesla has to start from the scratch, this could be a good competitor to Tesla, because Honda has a lot of years of experience in the car market, whereas Sony has a lot of years of experience on electronics market. So combining these two, we might have a good match. Also, we have kind of yoke reminding to me steering, just like a Tesla Model S. Funny enough, Tesla Model S right now provides a regular steering wheel as an option. And then also the rims kind of remind me of Model 3 rims when they first came out, but they're a lot more eye-pleasing, let's just say. Other than that, we don't have a lot of specs as far as the battery capacity. We know it's going to be an all-wheel drive option and also rear-wheel drive, but we don't know how fast will it go and all that good stuff. And also the cool stuff about this car, you will be able to project things on the front and back outside screens. First I was like, where's the logo of the car? But it's hidden behind these black panels up front and back in the bumper. My next favorite piece of tech at the CES 2023 was BMW iX Flow concept car. No surprise it's another car, but wow, just check this beauty out. So the car is wrapped in flexible black and white electronic ink panels, allowing the vehicle to change color and even display on its exterior. For 2023, BMW has followed up with a iVision D concept, with a D being a short for digital emotional experience. The iVision D exterior can be further customized with patterns and designs in vibrant colors that can be altered with a push of a button. What surprised me the most is not just the wrap of the car that was changing colors, but also the windows that were projecting the videos outside of the car. My next favorite piece of tech, surprise, it's another car. Mercedes put up probably one of the best stages out there. So one of their cars was an electric car that is supposed to drive 1,000 kilometers without any extra charge. That's pretty impressive numbers here. That's about 750 miles on one charge. Also, Mercedes is one of the first car companies in the world to get immersive Dolby Atmos surround sound tech. That is pretty much the sound we hear in movie theaters. Unlike your typical left and right audio experience, Dolby Atmos brings the sound from every direction imaginable. and that immersive audio experience is coming to the Mercedes-Benz Maybach. Basically, the car becomes a movie theater, and all you need is a bigger screen to watch your favorite movie or Netflix. Talking about TVs, LG has presented a new M3 OLED stunning 97-inch wireless TV. That is pretty cool because now it can receive video and audio wirelessly. The high-quality panel has speakers and power cable, but all 4K 120Hz content is wirelessly transmitted from the Zero Connect HDMI streaming box. But of course, to this box you have to connect all your sources. So from there it's wireless, but to the box you connect all your stuff like usually. Also, LG had a pretty impressive booth. It's probably one of my favorites. They literally set a bunch of TVs connected that you walk under, and they are kind of like a prism curved, and there are a bunch of mirrors on the other side. My next favorite, and probably one of the most impressive pieces of tech at the CES, was a robot from a company called AOS Robotics, and a robot that is called AEO. The company says its bot can be used for security, delivery, healthcare, hospitality purposes. It has two arms, one outfitted with grippers to pick up objects, open the doors. At the CES, it was opening the elevator, walking in and going back, pressing buttons. Pretty cool. And on the other side, it had a laptop and PS system that you can pay for services. It has a 360 night vision camera, can monitor home, office, other space, and stream live video into your home or laptop. AEO is actually already being used at the airports, hotels, and hospitals in Hong Kong and Japan. Another cool car that was presented at the CES is a Dutch company car that is called Lightyear. There is already a concept car that is being sent to production that is called Lightyear Zero. But this car is cost around $260,000, which is pretty crazy numbers, but it is fully electric and it can charge from the sun. So as you can see, the shape of the car is kind of weird in a way because there's a lot of solar panels built into the top of the car. Lightyear Zero is not like any other electric car. It can charge on the go and gain up to 70 kilometers of range per day from the sun alone. So now the company is also promising a $43,000 car that is going to be, of course, a lot cheaper, and it's going to be called Lightyear 2. This is something I would love to see other electric cars to do, but there are a lot of compromises. I would be skeptical about 60-70 kilometers of range, because even just charging on the outlet itself, that's about as much as you can get per day, maybe not even. But solar panels tend to be known to not gain as much of electricity, and it has to be very sunny to actually get that energy into the car. Maybach is the company that actually invited me to CES. It has also two bikes that are coming up, which is Sola and Tyson. Tyson is pretty cool. It is the bike that is going to be coming out in March. This bike has pretty cool design. It's available in two colors, black and blue. It will be going up to 24 miles an hour, and you can fold it in half. You can fold it and put it in the trunk, so it opens a lot more possibilities for you to take your bike with you on the trip, and you don't have to install the bike rack. Now, being as a photographer and filmmaker, I was super excited to also see what companies like Sony, Nikon, and Canon were showing in their exhibits, but to my surprise, nothing exciting was showed from either one of these companies. I really like the demo that Nikon was doing with their bot. It's not the bot from the Nikon, but we had a Nikon Z9 connected to it, and pretty much it's like an arm that costs probably $250,000 that you can set up and program to move and have exact precise position and move it exactly how you want it. It's not something like a gimbal where it's a lot more compact and a lot more cheaper, but lately I've been noticing these type of arms being used a lot in video clips and movies. But now lastly, this was not part of the exhibit and it's already been in place for a couple of years, I believe. Pretty cool to see Boring Company having their Teslas driving around in the tunnels under the exhibit, under the CES halls, and being pretty much your taxi service for free, going from one exhibit to another. So for example, if you need to get to West Hall to Central Hall, you just go outside down the escalator, pick your Tesla car, they will take you to the next hall, and it's free, it's fast, you don't have to walk as much. The only thing I would love to see in next year's is to have these cars being driverless. Having such conditions on the ground, the car has a clear view where to go and there is no ongoing traffic or pedestrians. I would love to see these cars actually drive autonomously, and I think Tesla will be able to do this in near future, and I'm hoping there will be a lot more of these opening up in other cities. I've heard Fort Lauderdale has already one being scheduled in the next couple years. Well, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and also comment below which piece of tech you like the most.